Haligay Kanluran is a rural area in which the residents experience water shortage. We already know that water covers 70% of our planet, and it is easy to think that it will always be plentiful. However, fresh water, the stuff we drink, bathe in, irrigate our farm fields with, is incredibly rare. Only 3% of the world's water is fresh water, and two-thirds of that is stacked away in frozen glaciers or otherwise unavailable for our use.
According to the World Wildlife Fund, some 1.1 billion people worldwide lack access to water, and a total of 2.7 billion find water scarce for at least 1 month of the year. Inadequate sanitation is also a problem for 2.4 billion people. They are exposed to diseases such as cholera and typhoid fever and other waterborne illnesses. 2 million people, mostly children, die each year from diarrheal diseases alone. Many of the water systems that keep ecosystems thriving and feed a growing human population have become stressed. Rivers, lakes, and aquifers are drying up or becoming too polluted to use. More than half of the world's wetlands have disappeared. Agriculture consumes more water than any other source and wastes much of that through inefficiencies. Climate change is altering patterns of weather and water around the world, causing shortages and droughts in some areas and floods in others. At the current consumption rate, this situation will only get worse. By 2025, two-thirds of the world's population may face water shortages, and ecosystems around the world will suffer even more.
To help the community, we propose to have another borehole well so that they would be able to have another source of water, and those who are not reached by the existing source of water will be reached because the new borehole will be located at the center of the barangay. What is borehole? Below the ground, there exist water-bearing rock structures known as aquifers. A borehole is simply a hole drilled into the aquifer to gain access to the water. Once water has been found, it has to be pumped to the surface using a submersible borehole pump. When on the surface, the water can be treated as required to make it fit for the community's use. Borehole water is now widely used to reduce the procurement cost of mains water and minimizes risk of only one supply to site.
Components of Haligay Kanluran solar pump system featuring notifier device. Solar photovoltaic system. These are the solar panels which use photons from the sun and convert them into electricity that can power the solar pumps. Controllers. Control water pump by turning it on and off, setting a schedule, and using a water sensor in dry conditions. It can help improve the pump's efficiency and maximize its life. Water pumps. The pumps draw water from the well to be used in agriculture, irrigation, and many other applications. Inverters is a piece of equipment converts direct current output to alternating current, which is used by the most electrical devices including water pumps. However, the inverter is optional, and as additional, we suggest to have a device which like a cell phone that is portable to carry everywhere, which can update the one who monitor the pump system, what's the status of the pump, and even the status of the solar panel. And it was also connected to the controller, so if there was some problem about the system, the one who monitor will be notified immediately.
How to set up a solar borehole pump water system? First is install the submersible solar pump in the borehole. Then connect to the controller, which optimizes pump performance, which is powered directly from solar panels. Place the storage tank. Pumping water to a storage tank during the day means there is no need for batteries or generators, and a wide range of pumps means multiple water delivery points are easily served. Lastly, a device will be connected to the controller in order for the one who monitors the solar pump system may be notified if any problem occur. Optional, we may integrate a battery system if needed.
Solar pump advantages. Generally, the usage of water in summer is at most. During this season, the PV panels can generate the most power so that more water can be pumped into the water tank. First, no fuel cost, as it uses available free from the sunlight. Second, no electricity required. Third, long operating life. Fourth, highly reliable and durable. Fifth, easy to operate and maintain. And lastly, is eco-friendly. So question, how does solar pumping work? Energy from the sun in the form of light is converted by a solar panels to electrical energy. This electrical energy is regulated by a pump controller which powers a motor. The motor converts the electrical energy to rotating mechanical energy and drives a pump. The pump takes a fluid, usually water from a source such as well or a cistern, and thus flow work to the water, delivering it to the higher pressure or to the higher elevation. This water would be ready to use for drinking, irrigation, and other uses, or could be stored in an overhead tank for the future use. And for the future error, it said there will be a tracker device who monitored the error of a solar water pump. This can help to easily repair if there's a damage or a malfunction to the internal and external of this innovation. That's all. Thank you.